The Trainiax production crew would like to invite you on a special trip from Martinsburg, West Virginia to Washington, D.C. on Amtrak's P030, the eastbound Capital Limited from Chicago, Illinois to Washington, D.C. We will stop at a few places along the way to look at some historical and rail fanning locations like Shenandoah Junction, Harper's Ferry, Brunswick, and Point of Rocks. Our consents feature to Genesis P42 DC locomotives, including number 42, the Veterans Unit leading P030 today. Our train is running an hour late, so hop aboard and let's explore.
We begin our journey here at Martinsburg, West Virginia. Amtrak P030 is running approximately an hour late. He's usually running late going eastbound, especially when he hits Ohio, due to the heavy CSX and Norfolk Southern traffic. So that's why he's always late. Martinsburg, West Virginia is a huge military base located in the eastern part of West Virginia along the old B&O line, which was up in 1935, going from Chicago, Illinois to Washington, D.C., as well as Baltimore, Maryland. The signal you see in front of us is called NA, which is the signal for Martinsburg. On the track one side, where you see the yellow for flashing green, which is an approach limited, Amtrak is on its way. Sounds like he's here. The majestic Amtrak P030 eastbound Capital Limited heading to Washington, D.C. Let's get ready to board. But first, let's watch him come by. The concept today on Amtrak P030 is 2 Genesis P42s, a new baggage car built by CAF Industry, 3 sleeper cars, a dining car, there's a sightseer lounge, and 3 coaches. We're sitting today is on the last coach on the first seats, on the top level. Sounds like he had a long journey. He might have to get brake checks done at Washington, D.C.
There is no next train, that's it.
Oh, maybe they just got off. They must have just gotten off.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
According to the conductor, the train arrived here at Martinsburg approximately 50 minutes late. He was an hour when he left Cumberland. Between Cumberland and Martinsburg, it sounds like he made time up about 10 minutes. So by the time we hit Harper's Ferry, it should be 20. When we hit Rockville and then Washington, D.C., we should be 30 minutes earlier than we normally were.
I got you.
The next station after Martinsburg is Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Between Martinsburg and Harper's Ferry is approximately 30 minutes time. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. Along the way, we'll see sights like Shenandoah Junction, A beautiful rail fanning spot between CSX and Norfolk Southern, where the trains cross each other. Norfolk Southern's on a bridge. It's normally single track, but approximately half a mile down the line is a special siding for Norfolk Southern for northbound and southbound trains. At this location right here is a special defect detector called Van Cleesville. It is on the CSX Cumberland subdivision at milepost BA 95.6.
This is Shenandoah Junction.
Where is Point of Rocks? Oh, Point of Rocks is way down. It's with the tracks split. You got the old main line that goes. Oh wait, this is Shen right here. You don't remember the horse line? It's right there. See? Right there. Look where it's going. Right there. Look right there. Oh, right there. Right. This is Shenandoah Junction. That crazy big house. Oh, Mom.
We are now at Shenandoah Junction, West Virginia. What's so significant about this area is the spectacular rail fanning shots while CSX and Norfolk Southern cross each other. Let's look at some trains passing Shen.
We are now arriving at Harpers Ferry, West Virginia Amtrak station, the last station in West Virginia. This town has so much history and stories to tell that it's hard to keep up with every tale that is told about the land. In October 1859, the U.S. military arsenal at Harpers Ferry was the target of an assault by an armed band of abolitionists led by John Brown, which was one of the big turning points in the Civil War. While we're here, let's look at some trains passing through this historical location.
I got the 3428 in the lead. This is engineer camp. We're coming east on 2, over. Q41519 Johnson permission, BA 78.7, BA 75.5, east on 2, max speed, no restrictions. Men, equipment in the clear, over. Get a good copy there, Mr. Johnson. A good copy. Hey, another thing, we'll probably be stopping there at Maple Avenue to change crews, over. Hey, I just want to give you a heads up. Thanks, my boy, answering, over. Permission on your restart there, to remainder limits there, and max speed over. Yes, it is correct.
Let's continue our journey on Amtrak's PO30. We're now approximately 50 minutes late. At least 10 minutes earlier than we were leaving Martinsburg. The next station is going to be Rockville, Maryland. But first, let's look at the nice countryside going through Weaverton and Brunswick.
For like a long time, but it's now a museum.
Have you ever been there?
I have not. Actually, this is my first time being officially at the train
that
station.
was something to see. I really thought I gotta come back.
Oh yeah, it's a fun train ride. Just going Martinsburg, D.C. back. They're trying to do it yesterday, but he was 4 hours late. This train was.
Really? So it's an hour and 15 minutes later.
The bridge you see in front of us, that's the CSX Shenandoah Subdivision, a line that goes to Winchester, Virginia. The train carries empty rock container and goes to the Winchester Rock Quarry to pick up, well, rocks.
Nothing on that line today.
The original Harper's Ferry operated from 1733 until it was replaced by a timber-covered road bridge in about 1824 at the confluence of the Potomac and the Shenandoah rivers. In 1839, the B&O's first crossing over the Potomac River was an 830-foot cross-covered wooden truss. The single-track bridge, which compressed 6 river spans, plus a span over the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, was designed by Benjamin Henry Latrobe II. Latrobe designed a Y-span for the route to Winchester, which was added to the bridge in 1839. The bridge was destroyed during the American Civil War and was replaced by temporary structures. We're now at Weaverton, Maryland, which means that we are officially now in the CSX Metropolitan Subdivision all the way until we cross over onto the Amtrak Northeast Core line while we head into Washington, D.C.
Point of Rocks and there's a couple other places.
Now this is Route 340 for you. Martinsburg.
There should be a train on Harper's Ferry.
I'm saying this is Route 340. It goes all the way to Frederick, Maryland.
Richard, there should be a train like waiting right here.
There should be a train. Yeah, you're right. Route 340. 340. Now you're on the CSX Metropolitan Sub. And then this turns into a 4-track. You're still on number 2 main.
Look right there. There's the 4 tracks.
Yep.
Hold on. He's asking you a question.
1, 3, 4.
There's a green signal on the far track, and we also were listening to ahead of time on the scanner. They tell you where all they're going to be waiting.
You might see them right here.
Yeah, Richard, it's going to be a westbound.
Yeah, we didn't want to do that because we're going to DC, and because of all the security and all that stuff, we didn't want to get harassed. Because I have a big scanner. Oh, look, high railing.
Looks weird, he had a signal on it. Yeah.
Maybe they're testing it, I don't know. Maybe look at the sensors. Alright, so about right here, these 2 tracks split.
Are we getting ready to come up on the 84 lumber? Yeah.
Yep. Well, no, 84 lumber will be on that side. You won't be able to see it that well, but you can see the factory part of it. They split right here. Here we go.
Right here.
Right here. See?
84 lumber. Wow, look at some of those houses. They're like right there. Oh, there's 84 lumber. Okay, so we're normally broken on the tracks over there, correct? Yeah.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
I'll show you. We'll show you. About right here, way behind those trees.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Brunswick will be on my
there it is, right there. That's where we up there, right through there. See it? The curve?
Now this, through that curve right there, that's where we usually watch trains.
Alright, we're about to come into Brunswick.
What is
right
it
now.
called? Is it town?
This is Brunswick.
Westbound.
Oh yeah, I've been here many times.
We were just here last week.
Yep. Hey, there's a parking lot.
I always find a bunch
I
of
wonder if
things
Luke's
nice.
gonna be here.
Oh yeah. What's cool is you get to go through the yard. You can see all the cool stuff. My buddy told me there's a UP here.
This place is called Brunswick, Maryland. This town is a very historical railroad town, famous for its massive turntable where Mark stores his trains today. Let's stop here and check out trains passing through this glorious foam fest.
Oh, look, right there's some.
Oh, there's one. Yeah.
We're first going to show you what looks like inside the Brunswick yard. It's very rare to catch imagery because there's so many trains in the yard that's hard to see what's inside of it. We can only get as close as to the coal train from the train, but hey, it beats better than sitting on the outside waiting for something to happen.
There's more AC-44s. Look at all the CSX up here. It's 513 and then AC-44. I can't believe you were filming.
I am. And then here's one of the new Mark Cab coaches.
Another AC-44 getting 2 or no, not 2. Oh look, it's a coal train.
Oh, the double EG, baby. I love those logos.
Why am I have to step right here?
then now you're in the heart of the yard.
You said something about some kind of train that you particularly love, or train car.
Yeah, so Virginia Railway Express just sold one of their old coach cars, the double deckers. I would love to have one of those.
And what did you call it?
Dad
DBT or something like that, or
BBT? I don't know. I think it was VRE.
But you think this coal train might move out since it was like since the locomotives are already attached to it?
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I love being in the yard.
Look, those are the rapid discharge coal hoppers right on the other side.
Yep, there's some Ticos over there.
I love the Tico coal train. Man, that's a long coal train right there.
It's empty too. It must be an E train. Alright, so if you want locomotive information, I gave you that too.
I'd just like to hear what's interesting to you.
Everything, man.
Yeah, I know.
Here, just look, there's your trash can.
I don't belong in there, but you know.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll have the big stop on the way back when we're going in.
Alright.
We'll be like, yeah, he's fine. He's just fine. And plus, he's full of garbage.
That sounds good. Alright, so that's the end of the yard. These signals up here are called East Brunswick because obviously we're going eastbound and you're on the east
Wait,
side.
where's the signal for East Brunswick?
You'll see it in a second.
Since now we're at the eastern side of the yard, we've officially been through the whole yard. Now let's go check out some trains.
I would call him, but you know.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Nope. Oh yeah, that's East Brunswick signal. So I can relay exactly what the engineer said.
Richard, we're going to be going around the tunnel, correct?
Yep. We're on track number 2. Man, we had it clear. Because we're going 60 right now. So. And then there's that last crossover, so that's official.
Let's continue our journey. The next stop is...
Never done that before.
You might not.
Unable to connect to the server.
It's fine then. I'll
No,
get
it's fine.
it.
I got it.
It's coming up right now.
Look, there's your brother. Right now.
Dad. Alright, it should be here, right... Where is it?
We're now passing the Catoctin defect detector on the BA 72.1 milepost on the CSX Metropolitan Subdivision.
Alright, Lucifer. Uh-oh. See? There's Lander.
That's 979-518 0521-2017. Post BA 78.4 for CV1. Circle line 1A. Operate 1 at OND track, both directions. EA is weird to number 1. W is weird to number 1.
Richard, was this automatic?
Line 4 till 1300. 0521-2017 over.
Yes. I think it's the one that had a yellow.
Yeah, it's charging. Alright. It's the way, it's fine. There.
We're now passing the first tunnel going into Pointed Rocks eastbound, which is the Catoctin Tunnel.
Okay, so this tunnel is called Catoctin Tunnel. There is 2 tunnels on the number 1 track. So there's the end of it. So that's the first tunnel.
This is now the second tunnel of Pointed Rocks, which is known as Pointed Rocks Tunnel. We're now entering Pointed Rocks, Maryland, but right before the train line split.
The mountain has swallowed the tracks.
How long will your documentary be, do you think?
Probably like a 40-minute thing. I'm doing 30 all the way down. Doing all the stuff I can. It's gonna be like a historian slash geological thing. So about this time I'll be doing a
If
narration.
I give you my,
It's gonna be on YouTube. So
how do I find it when it's possibly done?
wait, is that Phillips' truck? Yes. No, that's not. It's not Phillips. He's a truck. No, he's a truck. He's at the station. Yeah, so this is Pointed Rocks right here. And I can give him my channel name. It's Trainiax Productions.
It's got the best sandwiches I've ever tasted. I came up in there and the guy goes,
When you get a chance, I want you to write it down.
Hey, no problem. Where's Philip? Where's Philip? Where's Philip? He's got to be in the middle track.
it's only like, oh, it's 45 minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna get him on.
Hopefully it's not on the
This
other
is Pointed Rocks.
Yes.
Mitchell, just wave for him. Go crazy.
Wait for him.
Wave. Where is he? There is his truck, I think. Yep, he's here. He's here.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Go.
Oh, wait, he saw us. He saw us. He saw us.
I hope you got him on tape. That's a big part of it. That's a good shot for your team.
Rich, he saw us.
That's great.
Oh, he saw us.
That's what I do.
That's a good guy. He's one of my
the crossing you're talking about, Richard.
Yeah, so this is where Mark goes to Frederick.
What's his name?
His name is Philip Lee. I give you his YouTube channel too.
Philip Lee?
Yeah.
L-E-E?
Yeah.
I was visiting my friend who graduated with a master's. I visited her.
Ooh, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're going up there for a Red Sox game.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure you're going up there for a Red Sox game.
What's that? I went out there. Actually, I did see Sox and Cardinals.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in St. Louis.
All right.
Red Sox button was doing good luck. It actually works. It really works.
Really with the Sox.
Yeah, the Red Sox, his button, like you can actually.
Amtrak 30 seats 2 to me, clear Point Rock. Clear Point Rock.
Die.
He's reading too.
Let's continue back on our train, eastbound. This area is called Pepco.
Goes right there.
This place is a rock and trash plant for CSX locals to bring from Brunswick to Washington D.C.
Here it is. That's Marshall?
What is it?
This is called Barnesville. Yep.
For those of you that are asking, yes, this is actually a town. This is Barnesville, Maryland. What's so significant about this area is milepost 33.1, a double defect detector for 2 tracks, 1 and 2. It has a hotbox and a dragging equipment detector. Enjoy the scenery as we pass some of the more towns like Germantown, Boyd's, Gaithersburg, and many other places up until we hit Rockville, Maryland, where we'll film from the back of the train and we'll see Philip Lee. It looks like we're flying at about 100 miles an hour. Don't worry, we're not. Can anyone guess the speed? Perhaps this will help.
Now we're going about 80. Right now. Germantown.
There you go. Isn't that much easier?
Want to hear some irony? This station that we're passing, which is called Metropolitan Grove, is actually not in the metropolitan area. Instead, it's in the middle of a farm field.
Okay. What'd you do, Richard? Equipment defect detector, milepost, point 6, track 2. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 2.6 track 2 no defects total axle 4.2 end of transmission. We just got milepost 2.6. Heard the defect detector.
You're in Gaithersburg.
Okay. Oh, Gaithersburg. Petersburg, Maryland?
I saw the railfanners. Did you get that on video?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Alright, if you didn't, that's okay. I saw them.
What, back there?
Yeah, I saw them like 3 kids. Oh, this is Washington Grove.
This is Washington Grove right here?
Yeah. Okay, so there's Washington Grove, and then there's crossing right here.
Wait, did we pass Washington Grove already, or is it?
That was it.
It didn't even look like it.
That was it. You don't even know what it looks like.
Huh. I didn't know. Man, that would have been a really big hike to get there.
This station we're now passing is called Shady Grove. This is the first station on the Red Line Metro on the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority's line.
How are you? Where was the one place to look for your man out there? Okay, because like, wasn't it near like the C-section? Yeah, what? Yeah, we're going to Maryland. We're going to go around. Okay. I know, because like the same tracks go through there. I wonder what this is right there. Yeah, right there. It's not filling wrap. What line is this? What line is that?
Red line.
Okay.
We just passed Shady Grove, which was the first station.
Did you see all those new Metro cars?
I did. There's 3 of them.
That's so cool. I wish they'd have them on the silver line, though. I wish they'd put them on the silver line.
They're trying to do that.
I wonder why they're trying and not actually putting them on there.
Because they programmed in for the current lines, they got programmed all the stuff in.
Oh,
See, now the horn sounds nice.
yeah, it does, on the inside. Wait, Richard, when it says PW, does that mean the passenger whistle?
PW, yeah.
PW?
No, it means passenger station and then whistle.
Oh, okay.
So as you can see, we have slowed down from 79 miles an hour to about 20 miles an hour because we're arriving in Rockville, Maryland, which is the second to last station on Amtrak Capital Limited.
Oh, okay.
An hour in Rockville.
SAS, what does that stand for? It means sine angle side theorem for geometry.
Oh my god, throw back to geometry.
Yeah.
And then this is Rockville, Maryland.
Yeah, let me see the cigarette. Oh, yellow. This is cool having like, this would be a cool place to rail fan.
Yeah.
We're now leaving Rockville, Maryland, approximately 55 minutes late. We have made up about 5 minutes between Martinsburg and Rockville. Right now we are heading to Washington D.C., which is the next and last station on Amtrak Capital Limited. We usually make up time between these two stations because of the high speed we're allowed to pass over the 79 mile an hour speed limit, as we're allowed to go up to 85 miles an hour for this situation. So we should arrive at Washington D.C. approximately 30 minutes late.
To prepare for our arrival to Washington D.C.
Oh, the tracks will
Washington D.C. Our final destination is next in approximately 23 minutes.
They've just closed the Sightseer Lounge because we're arriving in Washington D.C., but one thing they didn't close is the back view of the coach car. This new crossover is called Montrose, which means that we're allowed to pass over the posted speed limit, which is 79 miles an hour, and allowed to speed up to 85 miles an hour due to the lateness of Amtrak PO30, which is really common.
stay on.
We'll be arriving in DC 20 minutes earlier than we were supposed to.
Alright, so he's definitely making up time.
Yeah, he's making up time between Rockville and DC. Look at my high quality video. Look at this.
That's incredible. And look at the wind we're generating against the trees. All that dust we're picking up too.
You're picking a lot of this.
Oh,
Garrett Park.
that's Deer Park.
Garrett Park.
Look at that. Look at that. Especially, is there like a walking crossing there?
Yeah, it is. It's a park.
Do they blow the horn to that one?
Yes.
Oh. Kind of reminds me of that one at, what was it called? It was like National Tunnel State Park.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's like somewhere in Maryland.
I like that crossing because it's got like that echo and it's a really cool tunnel. I'd love to go there sometime.
We're now passing the defect detector at Kensington, which is milepost 11.6. It is a high rail detector, a wide load, a hot box, as well as a sliding
Oh,
and a dragging
so
equipment
that's what
detector.
the detector looks like.
No, that's a high car defect detector he's got.
Okay.
It's 1.6, I believe.
1.6 is the defect detector?
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Alright.
I didn't realize it was a high rail car or a high rail defect detector.
Should there be another one or is that it?
That's it.
Oh man, oh look!
It's
Is it-
automatic block.
Oh. Kidding.
Kensington, there it is.
Oh wow, look at that. I don't think you can see this.
I'll get a picture.
Freak, my mom's back in the house. Actually, no, no, thank you. Oh, look right there.
There's another automatic block.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I thought there was dispatch.
That's cool. Now you saw all the automatic blocks. You saw the line.
Okay. Wait, when's the next dispatch signal?
Probably this next one. Maybe.
Look how shiny the tracks are.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like silver.
It's really cool.
Oh, I saw a whistle post back there. Hey, listen to the flag wheel.
It looks like we hit something.
Oh. Oh, wow, look at that.
We're now passing over Interstate 495, which is the Washington and Baltimore Loop. This means that we're approximately 10 miles outside Washington, D.C.'s Union Station, which means our journey is almost done.
That's just going to be between.
Oh, what's going to happen?
That's just going to be between these two tracks. These tracks are going to split.
That's so cool. Look, that's a no whistle crossing. Yeah, that's so cool looking.
Yeah.
So they just blow the bell for that? Oh, it's this thing. Birdie's break. What's that track on the side right there?
Must be like an old track.
Like an abandoned one?
Oh, I love that sound.
That looks almost like the bridge from Washington Grove.
Oh, we passed it already.
You should be dispatched, right?
Yeah.
I love that sound.
Probably be red. Oh, here's what the track split.
Oh yeah, red.
Here's the metro tracks right here.
It's so cool. They come right in between.
On the right side, you see the Washington Metro Rail again. This is still the red line, but on a different section, the northern side of it. Let's look and see if we can find some 7000 series around Silver Spring, Maryland.
That's a sighting track. Some trains terminate here at Silver Spring.
Okay. Oh, this is Silver Spring right there.
There's a brand new 7000 series on the right hand side. These new train cars were delivered back in October of 2016 in replacement of the 1000 series Metro cars, which you can still see today, but very rarely.
But the thing with the old ones, how they have that like whining motor sound, I love that. Oh,
Watch it. Watch out.
oh, that hurt.
That's why I'm...
This auto trailer passes CSXQ 236, which just went into emergency due to a broken coupler about midway. We'll see that in about 2 minutes.
What's the locomotives on this one? We will get to see the locomotives before we go to Washington D.C, right?
Maybe. Maybe you could see where the CSX line goes into the Capital Sub.
That's the cap.
Oh, wait.
Where?
It's a broken coupler, I think. It's broken.
It's a broken coupler.
Yo.
He just went into emergency. Look at that. Mom, he had a broken coupler. He went into emergency. Look at that.
Wow.
You got that on video, right?
I did.
Look, there's a Hulk. There was like a Hulk. That is so cool.
Dude, I've never seen that happen.
Neither have I.
When we get this thing, I'm gonna call for a plea and let them know.
No, can I do it?
I'll do it. Wow, that's a long train.
That's still really cool. I've never seen that before.
Let's look through the cars here and see if any cars fell out like that one time with Millennium Force.
Yeah, like, I'm looking.
Right, me too. My phone's looking too.
I still haven't seen any. I don't even see the doors open either.
Yeah. Hey, they didn't just open the cars, you know, when the
Can you
train...
see the locomotive side of it?
Not yet. Well, I can't really see anything because we're turning.
Oh, we're turning?
Yeah. Dude, that's so cool.
Yes. That's like rare to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like those new cars, like how this. I like the new CSX where it says how tomorrow moves.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Canadian Pacific Railway.
Yeah, CP.
Look at that. I love those. They have the same type on Amtrak, don't they?
Yeah. That's
Same style?
but that's a CP.
Yeah, but it's the same style, right?
Yeah. This is why it's on 7777 with an auto rack. When I was with Luke.
Is this the one?
No. This is the place when I was with Luke.
Richard,
What?
that train that we saw earlier went down this line. Do you think this is the same one?
Oh, dude. You're right. You're right. It's Q2, what was it?
It was like 278.
Q278, yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Oh, look, Metro.
No one's.
They still have the 1000 series? Jeez.
Man, look at that. That's a long auto rack.
Yeah. Well, especially since we saw him broken too.
You would think if he broke into, it'd be a little bit more further this way, where like more of the weight is.
Well, maybe we might see AC44 after all.
Yeah.
Because he was leading this, wasn't he?
That was the lead one. It was like 393.
You have your earbuds in your pocket still?
Yep, right there.
I still can't see the locomotive.
This train had broken into.
I saw you in the clip so that way you could... Oh, Fort Totten.
Did you see it at
Nope.
the end of it? I think it was like 484 axles. What it sounded like.
Our brake is on.
It is?
Yeah, it must be. Slow down or something. Oh, here's the special metro track that goes down to the green and yellow line from this red line at Fort
You
Totten.
mean that one that just went down or that's coming up?
Yeah. That's a special one. That's a spur.
That is?
That's a good example of a spur line.
Where does it go?
It goes down to the green and the yellow line at Fort Totten.
Can you see the end of this autograph?
It's not uncommon to see CSX stop at Q1 Tower for any kind of emergency, like a wheel fire, a train fire, or any places like a derailment, or in this case, a broken coupler.
That's a dash. Nope. Crap.
Oh, Dash 8. Oh, and he has 40 DC.
Oh man.
Yeah, he went into emergency. You know what we used to see a lot?
Oh.
Normally you see an 1844 slave unit. That, I don't feel like you see them very much anymore.
This metro station we are passing on the red line is called Brooklyn Station. This is the last station that we are right next to the CSX Metropolitan Subdivision before we go to the Amtrak's Northeast Corridor line into Washington D.C. Union Station.
Dude, it's been an adventure.
It's gonna be the coolest thing
Here's our train, PO30 with 42 leading, going into Q1 Tower right now with a limited clearance. CSX Q236 still has a clear signal on the Q1 Tower on the number 1 track. However, it looks like he's not moving anytime soon.
What is that?
Well, dude, these are going to be ready because remember, there's 2 tracks occupied now.
Oh yeah, right. Because that other one's still there.
Yeah.
What are those 2 tracks?
That's the CSX.
Oh, that's just for CSX trains?
I see your locomotive.
What? Again?
Yeah, see him again.
The tracks you see in front of you belong to CSX Metropolitan Subdivision, which turns into the Capital Subdivision for CSX line, where Mark Camden line joins in. We're now on the Amtrak and Mark Specialized Spur track that runs into Amtrak's Northeast Corridor tracks, which goes into Washington's Union Station.
Wow, look at that weird shit crossing.
Yeah.
What kind of oh, look at that. There's a CSX truck right there.
He's probably going to go find the
The
broken coupler guy, yeah.
That's so cool. We saw that. Look at that.
Cool.
Are those trespassers?
No. They are.
Oh, look, see. Oh, look, Richard, down there. There was a medium clear signal for the CSX.
Yeah. Or whatever's behind us.
Yeah.
Last time I was there, the train wash was like, oh, look, a VRE.
Wow, look at that. I didn't know they come right through here. Richard.
Oh, he's got an amp fleet again.
Richard.
What? The train.
B65. That was the one we saw in Manassas.
Oh, yeah. The 2 cafe cars here. Dude, that VRE had a,
I saw the Amtrak car, but why would he carry Amtrak?
I don't know, maybe he was shunting.
But yeah, we saw V65 at Manassas. And there was 1 Amtrak car. That's cool. Dude, thanks for coming.
Look, B&O.
Oh, look at that. Is this still in use?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that rack, and I love that.
There's the Amtrak line that goes all the way down there.
Is that regional?
Amtrak, so like all the Northeast regional trains.
I remember one time when we were coming down Diesel Power, we saw like one of those.
Well, look at all those B&O signals.
Remember that time we were coming with Gavin and like that one regional came by?
Mitchell, you and Gavin were on the train that went there. Just up to, we're to Pennsylvania or something.
Yeah, something like that. Richard, look at it in between the cars. Look how much they're rocking.
I'm recording. Yes, I know. We're gonna be in the upper level.
So, when do we fly next?
one. Put the brakes.
Mm.
I went to Gallaudet.
That's Gallaudet?
Stop.
Oh my gosh, that Gallaudet, the deaf school. That's where I could hear the horn from there because we're that close. I can see the college from here. It's incredible. That is so cool. I can see Gallaudet. So the deaf, even the deaf will probably be on the trail. Spacers Working Company.
Looks like AC64 pulling out.
You do?
It might be.
You see an AC64?
Yeah, ACS64.
But what's the new one they're putting on, Mark?
SE44 charger. It might be.
Imagine if we could see a charger. You know, use your coin to do good luck. See if
New
it's-
Metro.
It's not rare to spot a train leaving out Washington's Union Station, especially if it's on Northeast Regional or the Acela Express.
Look at that.
Speaking of Northeast Regional, there's one in front of us with engine number 657, an ACS64 locomotive leading.
How they know which switch is which? Beyond me.
They're very
There's
smart.
so many.
I want that truck.
Which one?
That one. The Amtrak.
Oh, that, I didn't even know they had trucks for Amtrak.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what happens? Wait, do they switch to electric from here or something?
So down there they go to diesel, and then around here they go electric.
So basically, when we stop here, they're gonna switch out these diesels for electric.
No, dude, this is the last stop for this train.
Oh, and then what do they do with it? It terminates.
Yep.
So like, they just put the cars in like a yard or something.
Mm-hmm. But look at the sun over there with his full headlights.
Oh, kids. That's an Acela.
I just said. We have now officially arrived at Washington D.C.'s Union Station approximately 30 minutes late, which is a whole lot better than we departed, which was an hour late.
What?
Our train consists today on PO30 feature 2 P42 locomotives, a new baggage car, and approximately 8 other superliner cars, which involves 3 sleepers, a dining car, a sightseer lounge, and 3 coaches. Of course, we're in the last coach, which is going to be a long walk to the terminal. In the meantime, let's stop and check out our lead locomotive, which is number 42, a special veterans unit made for all the veterans who have served in any kind of military form. Now this totally made up my day. We parked right next to a Acela Express. This is very rare, especially getting off the Capital Limited, because this never happens. Maybe you're wondering about Washington's terminal. Yes, this is real gold. This is 24 karat you see on the ceiling.
The picture I had on my phone was a view 3 standing in this hallway.
I remember that.
It was on my phone for about
Here in Washington, D.C., there's many things to do, many museums to visit, and a lot of good eats, especially in the Union Station. My favorite place is Johnny Rockets. Well, that's it for this documentary. We hope you enjoyed our trip today on Amtrak's PO30 from Martinsburg to Washington, D.C. Even though we were a little bit late, we still managed to have fun, learn a lot of history, and do some great rail fanning. In the meantime, let's take PO29 home.
I can bring you to so much a man can tell me, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby. To me, you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me, is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become a lot, and the light that you shine can't be seen?